Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm headed to work. Kind of tired because we stayed up too late watching movies, so I'm a little groggy this morning. Plus, I haven't had any breakfast because I'm having oatmeal today for breakfast, so I got to go to work and make it here in just a little bit. And then tonight, I need to work on my wife's office. We couldn't last night because, it was rainy and it's hard to move stuff in and out and risk getting it soaking wet. So I think we're going to work on it some tonight, and then I have to spend at least an hour or two working on my history stuff because I have a test Saturday, so I have to get it done. So I have that on Saturday. No news on the house so far, except that I did find out this morning that the owner doesn't want to do owner financing, so we're back to probably doing like a lease and then purchase. So we'll spend however long. I think we're gonna probably sign like a 2-year lease on the house, and then we'll decide on a price, and he'll give us the an option to buy it in 2 years or whatever, however long it is, with no penalty to do it before. So basically what we'd end up doing is moving out there and then turning around and selling our house, and then taking that money and putting it in the bank, and then going and talking to probably some local banks in that area would probably be better, and to get a loan. And then what we'll do is get them to loan us the difference, and then they'll already have that big huge down payment that we get off of the house that we currently live in, and then we'll only have to pay off whatever's left on that loan. So I think that's manageable. I think we should have no problem doing that. So we'll just have to see how much we end up with out of that house that we live in now. But if nothing else, we can at least move out there and be out there. And if something else comes up in the next couple of years, a much better deal, something we like better, then we're not locked into having to buy it. The only thing we're locking in is the price, because everything is really going up out there. I started noticing yesterday. I started looking at some other properties and doing looking at comparable properties, and there's not a lot that have everything that this one has, and they're all really expensive. So I guess we would just have to come down to, I'm supposed to talk to the real real estate agent today and find out what all was done to the house, because they told me they did $40,000 in repairs and upgrades, and I want to know what it is, because I only see paint and flooring, and so I want to know where the rest of that money came from. So if it's new roof and new HVAC and all that, come on people, go, then that makes sense. But if not, it really doesn't make that much sense. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I'll find out today from the real estate agent on that, and then my wife and I can make a decision on whether we even want to lease the thing or if we just want to be done and try to find something else. But there's really not anything else out there right now. Not anything with any kind of property on it. I found something that was pretty nice yesterday, but it's 2-story and the yard is tiny. Leaving work, had enough for one day, I guess. So I found out a little bit more on my history. During lunch, I found someone who is actually in my online class, if you can call it that, and I asked them about it, and they said that so when you go into the lab software, it's got these 2 pre-tests and then a test. And I said, well, I already took the first one. I think I screwed up. And they were like, no, if you go back out to Blackboard, which is what the college actually runs, and the professor puts everything in there, they were like, if you look at the bottom, there's actual tests that are locked that you can't even get into, and those are the actual tests. But they're like, it is a 100-question test. You can't take pieces of it and then take a break and come back, and they don't put everything in order as that happens. So I said, well, have you passed the first one? And they said yes. And I said, how did you do it? And they said they basically took the 30 questions on the pre-tests and studied those for the first 4 chapters, and then that's how they got through it. So I'm going to knock out chapters 3 and 4 tonight. I'm just about done with 3, and so I'll take the pre-test and the test I'm going to wait on, and then I'll do 4 and take the pre-test. And what I'm going to do is try to take the tests without any aid, without any of the questions in front of me that I already took on the pre-test, and without the book, and see if I can go ahead and pass it. And if I do good on those, then I should be okay. So luckily, out of 100 questions, I can miss 30. Hopefully I don't miss any and I can just ace it and get 100. I don't really think that's going to happen, but at least if I get 70 on it, I'm set. I just have to have 70 on these tests and then finish my project, and then I get my A. So going to Dairy Queen to get us some drinks like usual, but dinner's ready, so I'm getting us a drink and then going to home and eat and then do my homework.